Imagine a world where you can confidently navigate the grocery store aisles without second-guessing every product. Envision a life where you're not paralyzed by diet trends and can finally enjoy your meals without guilt and anxiety. This life is within reach, and in this video, I'm going to equip you with the solid foundation you need to simplify your nutrition. So if you've ever felt overwhelmed by the endless diet options and food choices, stick around to the end of this video and don't forget to subscribe because we're about to simplify it all. What's up, friends? My name is Christina and I'm a nutrition coach. On this channel, we talk about lean eating skills, the psychology of behavior change, and quitting calorie counting and fad diets forever while keeping plenty of fun in life. Let's get started. Today, we're embarking on a journey to cut through the noise and confusion surrounding nutrition. So often, we can get caught up in the hype of diet trends, and through that, we tend to lose all the basics and consistency of what's really going to make a difference in the long term. We need to stop overcomplicating things, and I'm here to help you simplify. If you only have so much time and energy that you're willing to devote to your health and nutrition, then these are the foundational skills to get you there. And guess what? The diet industry is invested in your failing. It is currently over a $70 billion industry that makes more and more money off of your frustrating yo-yo dieting. Diets also have a pretty horrendous track record, with about 95% of people gaining back any of the weight they lost, sometimes even more than that, and feeling more demoralized, frustrated, defeated, and hopeless than ever. And let me know if this sounds like you. Even though we have failed diets 937 times before, we still think another diet is the answer. So silly of us, but I've been there too. I have so many clients who start coaching with me one-on-one who have tried it all. Clean eating, Atkins, Weight Watchers, Optavia, low carb, intermittent fasting, and they've reached the end of their rope. They're desperate to feel healthier in their bodies and confident in their decisions, but they don't know what to do. They come in with questions like, can I eat white rice or does it have to be brown rice? If I swap out my potatoes for sweet potatoes, is that going to help me lose weight? Is kosher salt or Himalayan salt better? Do I need to shop only organic produce? Folks, this is a classic example of majoring on the minors. Simply put, majoring in the minors means putting way more attention on things that don't make a real difference while neglecting to pay attention to those larger actions that are going to make a big difference. It's difficult for some of us to give up the concept of dieting altogether because it weirdly gives us some sense of control, like we haven't learned to trust ourselves, and we need to keep following these external food rules and stay on this leash to stay in line, but it's clearly not working for us. I want to give you permission to let go of all of that for right now. Rather than micromanaging these things, I want you to shift your focus and valuable time and energy on the foundational big truths. Think of this analogy that my mentor once told me. If you're going to build a house, before you worry about picking out the hardware on your cabinets, you need to design the house. We need to do all the fundamental stuff of making sure we've built a solid foundation. It doesn't matter how expensive or fancy those cabinet hardware are, if you haven't taken the time to address your foundation, then your house is gonna come crumbling down, my friend. So put the Women's World magazine down and let's devote that valuable time and energy you have to following some skills. First, let's tune into our body's built-in calorie counter, your natural appetite cues. We're gonna practice eating when we're hungry most of the time. I want you to think about physical hunger for a second. When was the last time that you felt physical hunger? Are you used to eating regular small meals and snacks anytime you get even a tiny amount of that hunger feeling? Or are you not even sure the last time you felt hungry? Or maybe you've just gotten into a habit of eating for emotional reasons. Which brings up a good point. We want to build up the skill of emotional resilience and give ourselves the tools we need to deal with the hard things of life in other ways besides food. But that's a topic for a whole nother video. With hunger, we are looking to feel about 30 minutes before each meal. One easy framework I recommend to start off is eating within about an hour of waking up and every 4 to 6 hours after that you are awake. Of course, this can be personalized based on your goals, but this is an excellent starting place. Physical hunger builds over time, and it's going to feel like a hollow sensation in your upper abdomen. As we eat, if we're mindful, we will begin to feel satisfied from those meals. The second foundational skill for simplified nutrition is satisfaction. We want to stop eating at satisfied and not eat past full. Overeating from too large portions or cleaning our plate or eating while distracted, scrolling, driving, streaming, etc. makes it harder to recognize when we are satisfied. That's why one of the most supportive skills you can do to recognize feeling satisfied from your meals is by sitting down and eating undistracted. Our stomachs are the size of a closed fist, and many of us have gotten used to eating much larger portions than we actually need. We want to make sure we're getting satisfied from our meals, but not beyond that. One way to ensure that is to make sure you're getting plenty of delicious lean proteins in our lives. I have a full video breakdown on general recommendations and ideas to get more protein in, so check it out right here. That brings us to our third pillar of foundational simple nutrition, eating a balanced diet. Now listen, this does not mean cutting out any food groups outside of the case of having an allergy, and will of course keep plenty of enjoyment in our lives. Everyone I know eats some food for fun. Food is on a spectrum. Some of it is more processed and lower in nutrient density and often highly palatable. Think foods like treats such as desserts, fried foods, alcohol, and things along those lines. We want to manage them in a way that doesn't get out of balance because they aren't as physically satisfying and can make us feel more hungry and eat more overall than our bodies need. If you want to know the basics of building a balanced plate, check out this video here. When it comes to managing those treat foods, check out this video here. When we eat in this balanced way, we can fully participate in life and carry zero guilt for doing it because we know we're eating to nourish our bodies and our souls. Next up for our foundational nutrition pillars is movement and recovery. This final pillar is twofold. We live in a very sedentary moment in history, and regular movement is good for our bodies and our minds. It's important that we find a movement that we love to do because that's going to help us want to do it more regularly. Strength training, walking, and hiking are some of my favorites. What do you love? If you want help with incorporating a regular exercise routine, check out this video here. The other side of regular movement is rest and recovery. If we're overworking ourselves trying to reach our goals and we treat our recovery like it doesn't matter, no wonder our bodies are in rebellion. We're trying to survive off a handful of almonds and 5 hours of sleep? I don't think so. Getting in a regular 7 to 9 hours of sleep is so vital to our overall health. Amazing things happen when we sleep, yet it's often one of the first things to go. Getting enough sleep supports our immune function, helps us emotionally process our lives, helps our bodies physically recover from the day and from our workouts, regenerates cells, improves our mood, and bonus, it helps regulate our appetite, which brings us all the way back to that first foundational skill of mastering hunger. Do you see how all of these components work together to build that foundation? So I've got to ask, on a scale of 1 to 10, how are you doing in each of these 4 pillars? Which one deserves a little more of your focus now that we've let go of that Weight Watchers subscription? I know we've covered a lot of things, but it really is that simple. One client said to me, "This feels like it's too simple to work." This stuff might be simple, but that doesn't make it easy. Weight loss takes time, and keeping that weight off takes forever. But I promise you, if you work with these foundational skills until you master them all, you'll never have to go on another restrictive diet again. And you can have birthday cake and eat it too. If you are sick of the diet roller coaster, losing and regaining the same 20 pounds over and over again, try these out and let me know what you think. If you would like some support on mastering these foundational pillars, or if you have specific challenges with disordered eating and body image, it can really help to work one-on-one with a coach who can support you in developing skills to overcome these things. Drop me a line, I'd love to chat more. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you found it helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel for more eating skills just like this one, and I'll see you next time.